Hey there, true crime friends. I'm a little weepy. I was just watching a sentencing that totally warmed my heart. It's not every day that I see something true crime related and I'm crying and it's happy tears. It was so good, but it was still a sentencing because also somebody died, but there's a happy ending, sort of. Okay, look. Do you remember Megan Imirowicz, the girl who threw the lye on her powder? No, the lye on her father, and then he got burns all over his body and he died? Okay, she was sentenced today, and it all worked out really well. But look, let me back up. There's an entire Megan Imirowicz playlist, so you'll have to watch that for my day-to-day recap of the trial, because, child, it was a mess. But let me give you the quick and dirty. Okay, so it was Megan's 18th birthday, and it was like a few days after her 18th birthday, and her dad was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you to the mall. And she was like, okay, great. And he's supposed to like get her hair done or whatever. But of course, he wakes up that day, and he's a drunk because he's a very, very bad alcoholic. And she was mad. And so she was like, Dad, wake up. And so she was throwing like lightweight things at him, like bread and like other things. And then she threw a bottle of cleaner at him, thinking like, whatever, it's just some cleaning powder. Turns out he's such a serious alcoholic that he would routinely pee on himself. Pee on himself? What? Okay. And then additionally, he had eliminated both number one and number two in plastic bags, but he didn't get up. He would just eliminate in a bag and leave it there on the side of the bed, on the side of the couch in the living room. That's disgusting. Also, it was a hoarder's house that was filled with crazy smells, bugs, fleas, cats, everything. But the man was like, no, I'm not an alcoholic. I just had like a couple natty lights. I'm fine. I don't know what you're talking about. But turns out she didn't throw water on him. He peed on himself, and then and there was pee on the couch, and the lye mixed with the pee on the couch and burned him all up. And then he died several months later from his burns. But the family is so dysfunctional. I'm talking about this excitedly because there is a happy ending. I promise. Stay with me. Ooh, also hit the like button because I always forget to say it. So anyway, listen, in the middle of a peace story, I'm telling you to hit the like button. Listen, it just is what it is. I remember when I remember. So anyway, but seriously, hit the like button. So, anyway, so Megan like calls her friend and is like, girl, can you go to my father's house and see if he can get this credit card so we can finish doing whatever. And the girlfriend goes to the dad's house and is like, oh, he's, girl, your daddy is messed up. And so, they were like, okay, can you get the credit card though? And so the girlfriend goes on and calls the brother and is like, Austin, boo, your daddy is messed up. I mean, that's not what she said. That's my translation. So, Austin goes to Austin's like, okay, call 911, goes to the house, gets the father checked out. Turns out he's burned from head to toe in lye, and they had to, amputate his feet and then his legs. And I guess they kept cutting stuff off. Ultimately, they were like, this is not going to go good for you. You want to keep staying alive? You just want to go and get out of here. And he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to go and get out of here. So they took him home on hospice for like 2-3 days, and then he died. But Austin, the disgruntled older brother, didn't let anybody else in the family see the dad. So none of the siblings got to see the dad before he died. Very sad story. Very heartbreaking. And then Megan gets brought up on charges because the brother was like, Megan did it. You know Megan did it. Everybody knows Megan did it, and gives all this evidence against Megan because he don't like Megan. He don't like the mama. He don't like anybody in the family. He seriously didn't like the father, according to Megan and according to the mom. And I'm like, what is wrong with y'all's family? Dang, why is this all on court TV? Do they have to sign something? Your business is all out here on court TV. So anyway, Megan has been sitting in jail for like 15 months. For her father, like for killing her father. And then she comes to trial and she gets convicted. And she's like, oh my gosh, I could go to jail forever. And the brother was like, see, that's what you get. So today is sentencing day. And I'm like, how much time are they going to give her? And they doing all the math. Oh, you get 10 points for this and 5 points for that. Child, I don't know how points work, but I know it has something to do with how you get sentenced. So then people got up and they read their like victim impact statements or whatever. And the ex-wife got up there. Megan, listen. She's like, Your Honor, I want to do good things with my life. Can I read my letter, please? Can you unshackle my hands so that I can read my letter? And she read a many page letter that would just break your heart wide open. So heartbreaking. She should be a writer. Forget like starting a rehab or doing whatever. She should totally be. She wrote beautifully from her heart. I was like, oh Megan. That's when the crying started. Child messed up a whole Kleenex. All my makeup is gone, everything. And so I was like, okay. And then they read the letters from the family where they were basically like, she was a spoiled brat, blah, 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 whatever. And then the judge got up and got into her pre-sentencing report. Well, now, you know, this is what I love because I want to know folks' business. Tell me what was happening at your mama's house, your daddy's house, behind the scenes. Why was that house such a mess? Why was there poop in a bag on the floor? I need to know everything. Come to find out, in the pre-sentence investigation, let us see. The two oldest siblings, Megan and Austin, were adopted. Okay, cool. That's lovely. This couple who loved each other but couldn't have kids adopted these two kids. And as soon as they had adopted kids, they got pregnant and had two more kids. So now they have 4 kids. And the father is a bad alcoholic. When he's 8 years old, the mother is like, I can't. I've had enough. But the family remained dysfunctional. The father was such a bad alcoholic that he could not function in his life. But everybody sort of like took care of him and made sure everything is okay. And then there was an attempted intimate assault by some family friend against Megan, and the parents knew and did nothing. Oh no, bang their heads together. Only the dad is dead, and if you did that, his head would probably just roll down the street because now he's a corpse. So anyway, the mother was like, I was not always the best parent. Girl, you were a horrible parent from what I could tell. And then the brother had talked to his mom and was like, Mom, I've made a decision to leave the entire family and to never speak to any of you again. This was before the father died. The brother was like, yeah, nah, I'm outie. Change my name. I don't know none of y'all. Then he finds his father dead and he's like, see the mess I get dragged back into? So at 19 years old, he had to like administer the estate and take care of the family and do everything and whatever. And the mom is like, I don't know what you want from me. I'm just a sad sack. And so the judge was like, listen, this young girl never had a chance at life. Both of her parents were a mess. The mother was like, wait, you talking, me? And the judge was like, yes, girl. I mean, that's not exactly what she said, but the judge was like, yes, girl, you are a hot flaming mess. You have messed up all your kids. And now your one son is leaving the family. You got one who's over here killing people, even if it's an accident. But I believe that she could do good things in her life. And so I am going to sentence her to, and it was like, drum roll, please, 1 year. And I was like, ooh, and I said out loud, Megan, girl, you going home. And she was like, the ugly cry. Child, I was seriously in the ugly cry. But she's required to finish high school. She has to go to college or some secondary education. She has to get lots and lots of therapy. She's going to be on probation for like 5 years where they're going to follow up on her. She has to check in every 6 months to make sure she's doing everything she's supposed to do. But it's a happy ending. Megan got her life back. Listen, I don't think the state should have brought the case to start with. Her mother was like, everybody knows he pees on himself. That's why the couch was wet. She didn't need to throw water. He was providing the water. Him and those beers or Coors Lights or whatever he was drinking, that's what provided the water. Disgusting. A hoarder's house with a bag of feces there on the floor in front of the couch and plastic bags of urine. That is why New Jersey has outlawed plastic bags. I'm convinced of it. Yes, to save the turtles, but also to save me from puking everywhere because ew. But also for people who are like real bad alcoholics, do they just eliminate in other kinds? Ziplocs? I don't know. With the freezer kind, so it's extra heavy with like the click lock so it doesn't come back. I don't know. It's nasty either way. But Megan got her life back. But listen, the key parts that you should read, that you should pay attention to in this sentencing, skip right up to Megan's letter because everything before that, it really doesn't matter. Megan standing there reading her letter through tears. She's crying. I'm dabbing and trying to listen. I'm like, and one of my kids came and asked me something. I don't even know what they asked me. I just said, yes, look, my child could be out here. He might be married right now. Yes, he's only 15. He might have taken a wife because I just said he could because I was busy watching other people's dysfunctional families on TV. All of that to say, it's a good day for justice. Megan's brother's going to be real super mad, but he don't have to worry about it because he's no longer a member of the family anyway by his own doing. He has decided to excuse himself from the family and good. I hope that mama gets some therapy too because she needs to get her behind all the way together. Hopefully this terrible situation will have a happy ending and Megan can go on and make her daddy proud. I am making my father proud. I'm not going to say nothing else on that topic. How about that? I'm going to leave that right there. There are people who are crazy about their fathers. Good for them. Anyway, I have been busy all day doing work-related work, so I have no idea what is happening in my cases today. I'm gonna have to jump online and do some quick research while I finish it, wrapping up the rest of my afternoon. I gotta get a haircut tonight too. Okay, you have a great, safe day, and don't throw a lie on anybody. Have a good one. Bye.